Hello, lovelies. Welcome to the Jaden Show. I hope you're having a fantabulous week. My week has been good, trying to keep my head out of all the stress that's going on globally at the moment, which is really, really difficult at times. So I'm so pleased I have this show to concentrate on things lovely, creative and wonderful in the world. And this show today is no different. I'm going all the way to Canada to meet Savage Penguin. You're going to hear their music very, very soon. And you're going to meet them even a little bit later than that. So not very long now. So hold your horses. We get into it. I'm going to introduce you, I think, to the song Bong in My Lap. This is Savage Penguin, kids.
Savage Penguin. Say you don't know my name? It's Yazzie. Hi. Let me lay these raps on you. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Now for real though. Every day I wake up with a bong in my lap, thinking maybe I should write my own rap. 4 in the morning I wake up and I see her, my sexy girl, waiting for me, all alone on my desk. What a fucking tease, begging me to touch her, kiss upon her. Look at her, she looks at me, swear it's like the sweetest poetry. Probably shouldn't go, said that about every one of them hoes. Can't tell which bitches be snaking. It was just yesterday I was vaping, hiding in my childhood bedroom aching, knowing that one day I'll be king, watching the sunset on top of the Empire State Building, all the cars going zoom zoom, making sure I never face my doom. They keep me coming back. They say we'd be like crack, but they got it all wrong. So I'm out here writing this song, yeah. Watch out, world, you ain't seen nothing yet. Me and my people about to be set. Sure to be walking by my side, that's his thing. Taking toilet paper out your ass just to make you ring. All these fake hoes out here trying to make dollars. I only fuck with baby mamas. Get these damn kids out of here. They be fucking up my vibe and I'm just trying to smoke weed. Spend my days grinding up tree, burning kush, smelling gas and fucking pussy. Every day I wake up with a bong in my lap, thinking maybe I should write my own rap. 4 in the morning I wake up and I see him, my big boy, waiting for me, all alone on my desk. What a fucking tease, begging me to touch him, kiss upon him. Look at him, he looks at me, swear it's like the sweetest poetry.
How super cool was that? I think before we go and meet Savage Penguin, it's time for a little commercial break. Hey guys, I wanted to take this opportunity to let you know about the Jaden Show commercial break starting now. This is amazing news because now every single week you have a couple of minutes to be able to advertise something you want to advertise. So if you have a business, if you have an event coming up, if you have a new album, art gallery or anything you want to particularly advertise on the show, this is your chance to do it. March and April 2024, the advertisements are free, so please let me know. Get in touch to me on jadencornelius@aol.com. It will be wonderful to hear from you. If you are a charity or a charitable organization or a non-profit and you are advertising something with regards to that, then always your advertising is free, so let me know. you will need to send me between a 1 and 2 minute video around that time, if possible, something that you want to advertise, and I will fit it into this spot. Get on. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Let's go and meet this week's very special guest, Savage Penguin, everybody. Savage Penguin, welcome to the Jaden Show. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Actually, I'm a little bit concerned, being a huge fan of Happy Feet, that now been a little bit like, why are you savage? Because they're lovely. They just want to see penguins.
Well, there is actually a story behind that, behind how I came up with that name.
Okay. Are we going to get to hear that on the show?
Yeah, for sure. Why not?
Okay, we'll do that in a minute. But you're in Toronto, Canada. I know you're in Mississauga area, right?
Yeah, that's right. Mississauga's pretty close to Toronto.
Right. And you're born and bred?
I was actually born in Ottawa, which is the capital of Canada. So it's pretty nice, chill town. I grew up there, and I still go there to visit sometimes. But yeah, I have been living in Mississauga for most of my life.
Okay. So were you in Mississauga when you started your musical journey?
I was actually in Mississauga when I started, and then I went to Ottawa for a little bit, continued it there, and then came back to Mississauga again.
So tell me, how did you start? First of all, let's just get over and done.
Sorry, say that again?
I said, let's just go back to, Little Penguin and how it all started.
Yes, okay. So the name actually Savage Penguin started as just my Finsta, my friend's Insta, my handle on Instagram when I was first starting to rebel against my parents' rules. And I really like penguins. I grew up just loving penguins, and that's another whole story. But I just felt like such a rebel and such a savage, so I was like, well, I'm just gonna call myself Savage Penguin as a joke. And it stuck, and it stayed as my Instagram name all these years. And so when it came time to pick an artist name, it just felt right. I was like, it was staring at me right in the face. I already had it picked out years ago. So that's how I actually became Savage Penguin.
Amazing. I love it. So how did it musically start for you? Were you in a musical family? How did it all roll?
Not at all. Not at all, actually. I didn't even start listening to music till I was in high school. I was late on the music train. And then I started meeting new people around work and stuff like that, and they were artists. And I started getting inspired by the people around me who were making music, and I went to a couple of concerts. I had a few experiences that just really motivated me and inspired me to try something I'd never done before, which is combine my passion for music with my passion for writing. Okay. And I actually went to school for professional writing, so I have the skill to write. And I know I can write. So I was like, why can't I try to make music? It shouldn't be that hard for me, And I talked to some people about it. They told me just give it a shot.
What was the genre you were listening to during this stage?
A lot of hip hop and rap and R&B, and a little bit of pop, I guess, too. But I definitely was surrounding myself with rappers at the time, and I thought maybe I want to become a rapper. But I don't fully identify with being a rapper. I mean, I don't even know if I can fully rap. Some of my songs might come off as maybe rap type vibes, but I really do explore various genres. I don't really stick to one, so. Yeah.
So was that the music that you also chilling out to at home, or is that the people that you were just hanging out with when you were in your kind of your social?
Yeah, I also listen to that on my own time too. I definitely love rap music and hip hop music, and R&B as well. Those are my top genres for sure.
So you're studying writing, you're a listener, you're hanging out with artists. When did you decide that actually I want to take this a little bit more serious and I want to get into this a little bit more? I need to put myself out there. How did that all happen?
Well, it was honestly an opportunity fell into my lap. One of my rapper friends, one of his parties or gatherings, I met one of his friends who was actually I'm an audio engineer, and he had a studio and all that. And I talked to him about what the process is like to make a song and all that. And I talked to another friend who told me, you should really go for it. You should really just try to write a song and then go record it and see what happens. And so I did. I sat down and I thought, what do I want to write about that, like, what represents me right now? And then I wrote my first song, Bong in My Lab. And I took it to that guy who was the friend of my rapper, and he took me into his studio. He knew I was a first timer. He knew I had no experience whatsoever. And I actually impressed him. I surprised him. By the end of it, he was like, wow, like I really wasn't expecting that. You like kind of knew what you were doing on your first try.
And then that was the bug. Then that's it. Like, this is what you're meant to be.
It was just Savage Penguin was born, and from there, I couldn't stop.
So, what is Savage Penguin doing at the moment?
Right now, I'm on a schedule. I have myself releasing new singles every single month.
Wow.
I have only released one music video last summer, but I'm hoping to get another one out this summer. But I really am focusing on just exploring my voice and my sound and figuring out my audience, and also just having fun with it too. I just really enjoy the process of writing music. When I go to the studio, I just feel like it's my happy place. I just feel so overwhelmed with joy. And it's like, I really know that that's like my passion, and I'm doing what I love. And it really motivates me to like work hard at my full-time job in order to be able to afford to go to that studio session, spend some money on my music, spend some money on beats, spend money on what I need to do in order to get my voice out there and get my art out there, because I'm creating art. Right?
Absolutely. And how is your art being received and perceived by others?
I definitely, like, the people around me really support me and really like what I do. And every time that I see my friends, we listen to my music, and it's I listen to my own music. Like, I jam to my own music. I think it's a good vibe. Like, I love what I do. And it's I definitely have people on my social media who are like, keeping up, and every time I release a song, they tell me like, wow, like this one's even better than the last. And I have a small audience that's been growing. Like, when I first started, I was getting maybe maximum like 50 streams per song. And then it went up to 100. And now I'm hitting like 200s, 300s, so I have a little bit of a circle, a little bit of a community growing. And I'm looking forward to growing it even bigger and bigger. And that's why I have this schedule of like releasing more and more songs, because I feel like with every single that gets released, that's a new opportunity to like reach a new audience,
Absolutely. But how much of a pressure is that schedule for you with a full-time job?
Honestly, I don't really feel like the pressure, because I'm making my own rules. Okay. If I need another month, or if I need another this, then I can, make it work. But the way that I've been making it work for myself is by, let's say, over a 6-month period, I write 5 or 6 songs, so approximately 1 song per month. That doesn't sound like that much work, right? So if I write 1 song per month over a 6-month period, and I have 6 songs, I take those 6 songs to the studio, book a 6-hour session, let's say 1 hour per song, and I bang them out, 6 songs, and then over the next 6 months, I now have a song to release for each month. And during that 6 month, I get to do that exact same thing again. Is just write 6 new songs, take to the studio. So that's kind of the schedule I've been trying to put myself on.
That's quite pretty fluid as well. How do you decide which one is worthy? I mean, obviously you're the writer, so you're close to your music. How do you decide which one is worthy of the yearly music video?
Oh, well, I've only done 1 music video so far, so honestly, I haven't put that much thought into which one will be next. I can't decide, because there's like, I have so many ideas for what I can do. I just, it's the one that I made was a little bit of a made-at-home type project. It wasn't very like super professional, because I didn't have the funds to put into it.
I love them.
Sorry?
I think they're more authentic and real. I actually really preferred them. Back in my day, because I'm ancient, all we had was like, we called them a cine camera. You didn't even have any bloody like audio in it or anything like that. It was
yeah.
So it was. I think it's really nice. I think it's really cool. It's almost like you're being invited. It's not so polished that you feel like you're outside watching something on the big screen. You almost feel like you're being invited in to be able to be part of the project. It's more personal. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
I really like them. So,
for sure.
future plans, mate. What's going on?
Well, I'm going to keep banging out singles until I have enough of a community that I can put together an album, and know that I have the community that will listen to it. But honestly, more than that, I really want to get on a stage and perform. I don't have much experience in that. I've only performed one time, and it was at an open mic. I have a couple opportunities that I've been looking into, trying to get my foot in the door. Um,
Is it
Definitely want to gain my confidence on stage.
is it difficult?
Sorry, what's that?
Is it difficult to get your foot in the door?
Yeah, it's definitely like pretty competitive, especially being around Toronto. Like, there's a lot of upcoming artists who are trying to do the same thing I am. And even like a lot of my friend circle that inspired me, they're all trying to do the same thing and they're all doing it at a much faster pace than I am. So it's like there is a lot of competition, and it can be hard to find your chance or your opportunity. But I hold out hope that, the right moment will come for me and I will find my people through that.
Sweet. So the future is moment. Keep doing what you're doing, progressing your career, get experience in performing live. If it's any consolation, and it probably won't be, after 32 years of singing, I still feel pretty shit and nervous before a show. And I've done over 60.
Oh yeah.
So sometimes it ain't going to change. Getting that, you might get experienced, but you might not. It doesn't.
Yeah, no, for sure. I hear that.
That fun, especially if you're writing your own music as well. I mean, I don't at the moment. I'm kind of being a bit lazy and just learning loads and loads of different songs. But when you're writing your own music, it's coming from a very deep part of you. Even if it's something fun and upbeat, you're still pulling on your experiences on part of who you are in order to write it. So for me, I felt a little bit more vulnerable when I was doing my own stuff.
Yeah.
When I was busting out a cover.
A lot of my music is very vulnerable. Like, I definitely have a few, innocent ones that can be passable on the radio, but most of my music is not like that. It's very vulnerable. It's very authentic. It's very real, and I pride myself on that.
Well, and keep doing what you're doing. I mean, that's the only thing I've learned after 32 years. Not that I could probably escape it if I wanted to. I think it's part of my DNA. And even if I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't be able to give it up, to be fair. So,
Yeah.
Perseverance and do it with the love of just doing it rather than the expectations of becoming. Just keep doing what you enjoy, and and don't give up, because, like you said, there is room for everyone, and there's only one Savage Penguin.
Exactly. There is no other Savage Penguin.
So yeah, I'm quite happy, and I'm also very happy that I now know why that happened. That it wasn't
Yes.
penguinist or anything. It wasn't anything against the Penguins.
No, it has nothing to do with the Penguins. It's just I'm the penguin in this case.
I'm liking that at all. How are your family supporting you now? Now it's happening.
Well, I have some strong support from my sister. So she's very supportive of my music, and she's always the first to hear a song when I write it.
Sweet. And you get honest feedback.
Oh, absolutely. She'll tell me if something's too wordy or if it's not flowing right, or for sure I get feedback.
Well, they're the best ones for sure. So when
one of my
okay,
go ahead.
One of your what?
I was just gonna say, one of my favorite songs that I wrote, I actually like sat down with my friends and also with my sister, and I asked them for feedback because I wanted it to be like, just even more perfect than I thought it was. And like just having a couple lines changed based on the feedback, like really put that song, out there. Like it really like made it better.
Wow, fantastic. Fantastic. So are you doing collaborations? I mean, what's happening on social media for you now? How's that going for you?
I've had some people ask for collaborations, but they don't usually end up being serious. Um, I haven't been seeking it out because I'm still figuring out my own voice, I think. I just want to really hone that in before I collab with someone else. When I first started out, I actually like had this plan to have all these different collaborations in order to get my name out and get more like kind of like use other people's audiences to grow my own. But then I got some advice from my very first audio engineer, and he told me like it's actually better to let people listen to your voice and get to know you before you know mix it with other people.
So that's your plan for the moment, just all about the Penguin.
I mean, if I got an opportunity that I really liked, then I would totally go for it. It's just a matter of the opportunity.
Sweet. Absolutely amazing. Well, people at home, this is where you can find them on social media throughout this whole entire interview. Details of Savage Penguin has been running along. Details of their Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I can't see down well enough. So is running through the whole of this particular interview. Have you got anything else up and coming? Anything? What has been the most exciting thing for you so far? That's what I like to ask.
The most exciting thing. Honestly, my favorite thing is being in the studio. Like I was telling you, it's just like I don't get to do it very often because it does cost money. Um, so being in the studio is just I feel like a little kid living the dream. Just like I wrote the words, I picked the song, I get to decide like what to do. I get to tell the audio engineer, you do this is what I want. And I feel so powerful and so happy.
And it's good you have a good working relationship, because sometimes it's not easy to, I know as well, because I've done quite a bit of songwriting through the years, that you can hear something but it's not that, but you can't tell them what it is, but you just know it's this little thing that you need to either tweak or change or put in to make it exactly how you've heard this song in your head. So it's great,
Yeah,
like an understanding with your tech guy and everything, that he kind of knows how you're rolling and what you want.
yeah. I always get so nervous before going into the studio session, like thinking, oh man, like I'm not gonna know what to do. I'm not gonna like be happy with the results because I'm gonna like not know what to do. But as soon as I get in there, it's like I just suddenly know exactly what I want and how I want it to sound, and I'm not afraid to speak my voice and tell my audio engineer like this is what I want. Can you fix this little thing? And I have very good relations with that person to the point where they will work on it till it's done.
That's amazing. Well, Savage Penguin, I do wish you all the luck and the success in the universe. I hope
Thank you so much.
you'll come back and tell me something else that amazing that is that's kind of overtaken the most joyous part of the job so far, is getting in that studio. I want to hear, like, I don't know, standing ovation at.
Absolutely, that's the dream.
Yeah, this would be super cool. So we'll have to meet up again in a year's time and see how it's all going on for you. That would be super cool.
For sure. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I appreciate it.
More than a pleasure. More than a pleasure. People at home, go and find Savage Penguin on all of their social media platforms. I couldn't forget the word platform.
Yeah.
Your music's on Spotify and Apple as well.
What's that?
Your music's on Spotify and Apple, right?
Yes, that's right. You can find me on any platform on Savage Penguin or Savage Penguin Official.
Fantastic. Savage Penguin, thank you so much. We will chat again soon, and we're going to leave the wonderful audience. We've got to get paid, because we can't do it unless we are, quite frankly.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. You take good care, and we'll catch up soon.
All right. You too. It was a pleasure.
Bye-bye. Savage Penguin, again, thank you so much for joining me on my show. You lovelies at home, thank you so much as well. It's always wonderful to spend a bit of my Sunday with you. So you know that Savage Penguin can be found on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So I suggest you get following, subscribing, sharing, liking, all the stuff you know you need to do on a Sunday evening before bed. Okay, just caps off that week nicely, does a little bit of paying it forward, ready for Monday morning and a whole new week of loveliness to start. Just by being lovely to the wonderful artists I get to introduce you to. So, like I said, go share, go subscribe, go whatever you can do to support Savage Penguin. Also, if you're hanging about on the World Wide Web and you want to check out me on my social media, you're more than welcome to. And please don't forget, before you leave the international station of knowledge and incredibilism, please make sure you subscribe to this channel as well and tell your friends and your neighbors, your family, and all those you know to do the same. Let's get the new artists and the artists that you're meeting on these shows, let's get them out there, let's get them supported. And it helps me as well, because it'd be wonderful for you to like and subscribe to this show. You take very good care. I really hope you have a blessed week. I hope there's something really beautiful for you this week in a time where it's not crazy beautiful at the moment. So I'm wishing you all the beauty of the following week. And I'm already excited to speak to you next week and to introduce you to another wonderful creative person. You take good care. Thank you for joining me on the Jaden Show. Stay beautiful. See you soon. Bye.